Welcome back to the Complete Guide to Reading Rhythms Practice Along course. We're beginning section 9.1 today, and to me this is the beginning of where we're really getting into what this book is all about. We're breaking into 16th notes. So, 16th notes very simply are 4 notes for every 1 quarter note. 4 beats, 4 rhythm pulses for every 1 quarter note pulse. Just like in the last several sections we've been dealing with eighth notes where we had 2 rhythm pulses for every 1 quarter note, or 2 eighth notes for every 1 quarter note. Now we're going to have 4 for every 1. Or another way to think of it is we have 2 16th notes for each eighth note. We'll get more into that idea in section 9.2, but for now all we have to know is that we're making 4 16th note pulses for every 1 quarter note. Those pulses are perfectly evenly spaced, as you'll see as we continue this explanation. So, important to know is how we are going to count those, because this whole course is based on counting and understanding the count structure. So, a little background for what I'm about to tell you. When I started learning music in school in 6th grade, from that time until I hit 12th grade, I had, in those 6 years, I had 10 different music teachers. And all 10 of those music teachers had a slightly different take on how you count rhythms, how you say rhythms when you count them. The one that I kind of settled into was the one that I'm going to teach you. And the reason why is it made the most sense to me, for one, and it was also the easiest to count when it's the easiest to say when you get to very fast tempos. All the other ones had impediments as you get faster. They could be confusing, at least in my thoughts. So the one we're going to use is the E and A system. So just like before we said 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're going to say 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Let's make it even more simple. Look at line 1 of section 9.1. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 E and A. 1, 2, 3, 4 E and A. So this first lesson, we're just going to substitute 1 quarter note for 1 whole beat of 16th notes. It's really that simple. So let's get started. Don't forget to tap your foot and count out loud. And as always, have great posture and smile while we play, because we should be just really delighted that we get to do this. It's a joy for me to be teaching this to you, and it's also a joy to just be sitting here and playing music, getting a little better all the time, and that's what we're doing. Okay, let's get started. We're on 40 beats per minute, line 1, section 9.1. Tap your foot. 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4 E and A. 1, 2, 3, 4 E and A. 1, 2, 3, 4 E and A. 1 and 2 and 3, line 2, go. 1, 2, 3 E and A. 4. 1, 2, 3 E and A. 4. 1, 2, 3 E and A. 4. 1 and 2 and 3, line 3, go. 1, 2 E and A. 3, 4. 1, 2 E and A. 3, 4. 1, 2 E and A. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, line 4, go. 1 E and A. 2, 3, 4. 1 E and A. 2, 3, 4. 1 E and A. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, line 5, go. 1, 2, 3 E and A. 4 E and A. 1. Are you counting? 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, and 2 E and a 3, line 6. Are you tapping your foot? 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, 1 and 2 E and a 3, line 7, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4, 1 and 2 E and a 3, line 8, go. 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, and 2 E and a 3 and 4. Line 9, 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, and 2 E and a 3 and 4. Line 10, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4. 11, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, 1 and 2 E and a 3, and looked ahead to line 12, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 3, 4. All right, we're done. That was exactly 5 minutes from where we started to where we ended. Take a deep breath. I know I had to take a deep breath counting. I hope you were counting as much as possible. Did you notice that I was emphasizing beat 1 as we went through that? Really important to make sure that you're keeping track of beat 1, because as you play those 16th notes, especially at these slower tempos, and especially as this is new material, it's very easy to get beat 1 lost in the shuffle. But also super, super important that we know where beat 1 is as we're playing, especially these long groups of running notes. See if you can count that strong beat 1 with me. Great job on working on this new material. I know that it's a challenge. Every new section of material is a challenge, but this is, to me, this is where the fun really, really starts. And this is the last section of our book. So let's keep going. I'll see you tomorrow. Great job. Have a great rest of your day.